But really, across Europe, the response has been fairly negative to this Biden policy, hasn't it?
Yes, Matt. And once again, it's this perennial criticism that when it comes to the European Union, they struggle to put their own plans on the table and take that to become operational. Now, over the weekend, of course, we did see those pictures of European staff really scrambling to gather personnel out of the country. We haven't really seen anything so far that looks like a joint EU plan. And right now, it's a number of individual countries like Germany, France, Spain saying they will deploy military planes to take the remaining staff out of the country, but also local personnel that has been of help in the past years. In terms of where we go from here, the reality is, Matt, that Europe is facing what is clearly a political but also humanitarian and potentially migration crisis. And that is the message that is resonating today in the CDUs, the Christian Democrats in Germany, saying the debate now needs to switch. The war is lost. That is clear. We now need to focus in terms of what happens with the refugees, what happens with asylum seekers, and preventing this wave of migration in 2015. Again, it's very complicated to figure out what will happen from here. We don't know the exact number of people that will be expected to come into Europe, but clearly this will become a heated political issue here.
Maria, a couple of political factions in Europe have actually asked for a coalition of the willing without the U.S. to try and do something about Afghanistan. Would, Armin Laschet be one of those?
Well, I mean, what he said so far is that this needs to focus on the humanitarian aid and avoiding a repeat of the 2015 crisis. There are reports, however, Francine, that Germany is contemplating deploying troops on the ground, but that is just to secure the airport and the evacuation. President Emmanuel Macron is holding a meeting in about an hour. He's expected to speak in the afternoon. But again, in terms of what could happen forward, the reality is that over the weekend, we had very muted action from the European Union, and we haven't seen anything that looks like a joint plan from all of these countries coming together. If anything, it's just criticism that they were blindsided by the United States, but also the speed of events over the weekend.